of waste materials, developing ropeways and funicular railways in the remotest parts of the country, thus boosting tourism. Panchgaon project for women of making carpets from scrap cloth is a classic example of women empowerment. Khadi Prakritik paint, which is made from cow dung, is aiding in employment in rural areas and have exponentially improved rural economy. When all industries were shut in the pandemic, Mr. Gadkari empathized with people by conducting webinars and 800+ video conferences. His quick decision-making in procuring oxygen (PPE) kits helped those affected by the deadly virus. He generously donated ambulances to NGOs, helped to set up oxygen plants, factory to make remdesivir injections and injections for mucormycosis. Thus, by showcasing strong leadership and taking quick decisions, he handled the COVID situation effectively. His affable nature goes beyond everyday personal equations as he continues to transmit his radiance and ideas to every individual or organization with his unmatched zeal. Gifted with an ability to dream the seemingly impossible dreams and getting them to fruition also defines this clairvoyant visionary. Nitin Gadkari shines on as one of modern India's pioneering leaders and his work a template for the coming generations. If there ever was the infrastructure man of India, he would answer to the name Nitin Jairam Gadkari. There are followers, there are leaders, and then there are visionary. Taking people and society to where they ought to be rather than where they want to be is what separates a visionary from a mere leader. This rare quality is what sets apart Nitin Gadkari, Minister of Road Transport and Highways, from many of his ilk. Born in 1957 into a free-thinking agricultural family, Nitin Gadkari at heart has always been a social worker inspired by the RSS founder KB Hedgewar's ideals of humanity and nation building. Taking off as a Minister of the Public Works Department in 1995, Nitin Gadkari made groundbreaking changes in the speed the city of Mumbai traveled. So impressed was the then PM Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji with Gadkari ji's performance as PWD minister that he offered him a responsibility of weaving road nets in the whole of rural India. The outstanding Swarnim Chaturbhuj Yojana, of which Shri Gadkari ji was the chairman, is the culmination of these efforts. 55 flyovers dotting the city have made commuting in Mumbai much easier than ever before. The foundation for the magnificent Bandra-Worli Sea Link was also readied during this time. The jewel in the crown of Maharashtra, India's first expressway, the world-class Pune-Mumbai Expressway, is also a futuristic project imagined and brought to fruition by Nitin Gadkari. Connecting over 13,000 unconnected villages with an all-weather $100 million project is another feat accomplished by this far-sighted visionary. Nagpur, his hometown, has seen first of its kind double-decker bridge. An innovative beautification of flyover using local artists and painting of great political and social leaders was added attraction. Ajni Intermodal Station will have connectivity between long-distance buses, city buses, railways, metro and indirect link with city airport. Nagpur Broad Gauge Metro, which is a commuter rail project planned for Nagpur city and extending up to adjacent areas of Wardha, Narkhed, Ramtek, Bhandara and Chhindwara. World-class institutions like IIT, IIM and AIIMS emerge and thrive under his watchful gaze. This is in addition to the over 1,000 Ekal Vidyalayas that go a long way into molding the future tribal generations. Performing over 10,000 successful heart surgeries is another stupendous achievement in his illustrious career as a warm-hearted do-gooder. The city of Nagpur is the first city to explore alternative biofuels for transport. These include bio-CNG buses. His innovative idea of India's first of its kind CNG-run tractor has proved to be farmer-friendly, cost-effective and helping in reducing air pollution. In a historic push for biofuels, Gadkari ji is introducing flex engines which will run on 100% ethanol, directly providing additional income to farmers and the agricultural sector. Sanskritik Mahotsav, motivating local artists to go nationally. Krida Mahotsav, supporting local sportsmen to showcase their abilities and motivate them to go nationally and on Olympic level. Projects like AgroVision are helping farmers with latest technologies and practices. His idea of using sewage water for power generation, use of ethanol as fuel have added a whole new dimension to the city's development program. As India's current Minister of Road Transport Highways, he has re-energized the whole sector with his clear vision. With more than 40,000 kilometers of national highways constructed in the last 7 years, 60,000 kilometers of new roads under his supervision are being constructed. The speed of road construction from a mere 3 kilometers in 2014 has grown to 40 kilometers in 2021. The dazzling Delhi-Mumbai Expressway has set 4 new world records with 12,500 cubic meters of concrete being laid down on the 4-lane stretch of 25.4 kilometers. These world records are as follows: highway construction rate at 37 kilometers per hour, construction of 2.5 kilometer long 4-lane concrete road near Vadodara at Delhi-Mumbai Expressway in 24 hours, laying down of 26 kilometer long bitumen road at Solapur-Bijapur section of NH52 in 21 hours. A 50% growth in the length of the national highways in the last 7 years of the NDA government is a monumental achievement. The figures went up from 91,287 kilometers to 1,37,625 kilometers. Going further, INR 3.32 lakh crore is allotted for 22 Greenfield Expressways, initiated by the bridge building Messiah, as he is fondly referred to. Bharatmala and Sagarmala, 2 world-class access-controlled expressway projects led by Nitin Gadkari, are presently in various stages of construction. The Bharatmala project seeks to eliminate the perennial road traffic movement imbroglio across the country. With Nitin Gadkari taking charge, India's much maligned logistics sector has also metamorphosed from a point-to-point model to a hub-and-spoke model. This multimodal transport system integrates railways, highways, inland waterways, and airports, conjuring a highly effective transportation grid, substantially reducing logistic costs and pollution. 35 multimodal logistic parks, 50 economic corridors, 10 intermodal stations are being readied for the monumental effort. Logistics summits with the international participants, including government organizations and the World Bank, leading to MOUs worth 2 lakh crore, have been held to add muscle to the initiative. Among his other endeavors, unprecedented progress is evident in port industrialization, national water highway traffic, jetties for coastal tourism, Ganga Yamuna cleaning, fundraising, asset monetization project, toll operate transfer. As MSME Minister, he has gone all the way to promote entrepreneurship, helping rural youth to adopt Khadi as a means of self-employment. The MSME Ministry has also found wings under Mr. Gadkari. He changed the definition for classification of MSME. Now, a company investing 1 crore and earning a turnover of 5 crore will be classified as micro company. The portal Udyam Registration (UR) offers faceless, fully online, paperless and transparent MSME registration process, fully integrated with income tax and GSTN systems. His brainchild, Jal Kranti, Buldhana pattern of water conservation which changed economy of villages by rejuvenating water bodies, has won a global award. Mr. Gadkari introduced the first ever vehicle scrapping policy, which proved to be the fight against pollution and in the interest of road and vehicle safety. New FASTag policy is helping commuters to save their fuel and time on toll plazas. Some of his major work, like unprecedented push for research and development in electric vehicles, leading research and development for usage of waste materials in highway construction to cut down highway construction costs and generate wealth out of waste materials, developing ropeways and funicular railways in the remotest parts of the country, thus boosting tourism. Panchgaon project for women of making carpets from scrap cloth is a classic example of women empowerment. Khadi Prakritik paint, which is made from cow dung, is aiding in employment in rural areas and have exponentially improved rural economy. When all industries were shut in the pandemic, Mr. Gadkari empathized with people by conducting webinars and 800 plus video conferences. His quick decision making in procuring oxygen (PPE) kits helped those affected by the deadly virus. He generously donated ambulances to NGOs, helped to set up oxygen plants, factory to make remdesivir injections and injections for mucormycosis. Thus, by showcasing strong leadership and taking quick decisions, he handled the COVID situation effectively. His affable nature goes beyond everyday personal equations as he continues to transmit his radiance and ideas to every individual or organization with his unmatched zeal. Gifted with an ability to dream the seemingly impossible dreams and getting them to fruition also defines this clairvoyant visionary. Nitin Gadkari shines on as one of modern India's pioneering leaders and his work a template for the coming generations. If there ever was the infrastructure man of India, he would answer to the name Nitin Jairam Gadkari. There are followers, there are leaders, and then there are visionary. Taking people and society to where they ought to be rather than where they want to be is what separates a visionary from a mere leader. This rare quality is what sets apart Nitin Gadkari, Minister of Road Transport and Highways, from many of his ilk. Born in 1957 into a free-thinking agricultural family, Nitin Gadkari at heart has always been a social worker inspired by the RSS founder KB Hedgewar's ideals of humanity and nation building. Taking off as a Minister of the Public Works Department in 1995, Nitin Gadkari made groundbreaking changes in the speed the city of Mumbai traveled. So impressed was the then PM Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji with Gadkari ji's performance as PWD minister that he offered him a responsibility of weaving road nets in the whole of rural India. The outstanding Swarnim Chaturbhuj Yojana, of which Shri Gadkari ji was the chairman, is the culmination of these efforts. 55 flyovers dotting the city have made commuting in Mumbai much easier than ever before. The foundation for the magnificent Bandra-Worli Sea Link was also readied during this time. The jewel in the crown of Maharashtra, India's first expressway, the world-class Pune-Mumbai Expressway, is also a futuristic project imagined and brought to fruition by Nitin Gadkari. Connecting over 13,000 unconnected villages with an all-weather $100 million project is another feat accomplished by this far-sighted visionary. Nagpur, his hometown, has seen first of its kind double-decker bridge. An innovative beautification of flyover using local artists and painting of great political and social leaders was added attraction. Ajni Intermodal Station will have connectivity between long-distance buses, city buses, railways, metro and indirect link with city airport.
I request everyone to please be seated. The Honorable Minister will join us soon.
And extending up to adjacent areas of Wardha, Narkhed, Ramtek, Bhandara and Chhindwara. World-class institutions like IIT, IIM and AIIMS emerge and thrive under his watchful gaze. This is in addition to the over 1,000 Ekal Vidyalayas that go a long way into molding the future tribal generations. Performing over 10,000 successful heart surgeries is another stupendous achievement in his illustrious career as a warm-hearted do-gooder. The city of Nagpur is the first city to explore alternative biofuels for transport. These include bio-CNG buses. His innovative idea of India's first of its kind CNG-run tractor has proved to be farmer-friendly, cost-effective and helping in reducing air pollution.
The Honorable Minister will join us soon. Request everyone to please be seated.
Run on 100% ethanol, directly providing additional income to farmers and the agricultural sector. Sanskritik Mahotsav, motivating local artists to go nationally. Krida Mahotsav, supporting local sportsmen to showcase their abilities and motivate them to go nationally and on Olympic level. Projects like AgroVision are helping farmers with latest technologies and practices. His idea of using sewage water for power generation, use of ethanol as fuel have added a whole new dimension to the city's development program. As India's current Minister of Road Transport Highways, he has re-energized the whole sector with his clear vision. With more than 40,000 kilometers of national highways constructed in the last 7 years, 60,000 kilometers of new roads under his supervision are being constructed.
I
The
request
speed of road
everyone to
construction
please take
from
their
a mere
seats.
3
The Honorable
kilometers in
Minister will join us
2014
soon.
has grown to 40 kilometers in 2021. The dazzling Delhi-Mumbai Expressway has set 4 new world records with 12,500 cubic meters of concrete being laid down on the 4-lane stretch of 25.4 kilometers. These world records are as follows: highway construction rate at 37 kilometers per hour, construction of 2.5 kilometer long 4-lane concrete road near Vadodara at Delhi-Mumbai Expressway in 24 hours, laying down of 26 kilometer long bitumen road at Solapur-Bijapur section of NH52 in 21 hours. A 50% growth in the length of the national highways in the last 7 years of the NDA government is a monumental achievement. The figures went up from 91,287 kilometers to 1,37,625 kilometers. Going further, INR 3.32 lakh crore is allotted for 22
The Honorable
greenfield
Minister is
expressways.
here. I request all the guests to kindly be seated.
Can I have the mic, please? Audible? Okay. Huh. May I request Chairman MSTI Ayukawa-san to present and welcome Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, Honorable Minister, with a bouquet of flowers. May I now request Managing Director, Toyotsu India Private Limited, Mr. Hiroshi Yanagisawa, to welcome the guest of honor, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary, Embassy of Japan, His Excellency Mr. Satoshi Suzuki. Honorable Minister and His Excellency, a very warm welcome and thanks for taking out time and joining us today. Ladies and gentlemen, now if we settle down, we can start with the proceedings. May I request all friends from media to kindly take their comfortable positions wherever they are comfortable, and we can start with the proceedings. So once again, a very warm good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. It feels good to be meeting physically after a long spell of COVID, and that reminds us we should continue with our safety protocols. We are very happy and elated that our inauguration of MSTI's first recycling and scrapping center has been graced by none other than the Honorable Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Shri Nitin Gadkari himself. Thank you, Minister, sir, for joining. Mr. Nitin Gadkari, you know, ladies and gentlemen, he's a man of visionary dreams, futuristic vision, quick execution, and direct in his speech and communication. Sir, we like you for these traits, and we wish to follow your path that you have recommended for us. We are also very happy that Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary, Embassy of Japan, His Excellency Mr. Satoshi Suzuki, has joined us today. Sir, you are leading from the front in furthering ties between India and Japan on all fronts, whether it's economic, whether it's cultural, whether it's environment, whether it's on the technology front. Thank you, sir, for gracing the occasion today. And now, may I request Chairman MSTI and Managing Director and CEO, Maruti Suzuki, Mr. Kenichi Ayukawa, to welcome the guest with his opening address, please. Mr. Kenichi Ayukawa.
Honorable Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, His Excellency Ambassador of Japan, Mr. Satoshi Suzuki, Managing Director Toyotsu India, Mr. Hiroshi Yanagisawa, Managing Director MSTI, Mr. Masaru Akaishi, Senior Government Official from Delhi and Noida, Member of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar. It is a matter of great pride and delight for me to welcome you all to this inauguration. This facility is our first government-approved end-of-life vehicle scrapping and recycling unit in India. I am grateful to Honorable Minister Sir for giving his valuable time to us today. Honorable Minister has always been a mentor and guide for the automobile industry. We are always impressed by your visionary ideas, dynamic leadership, and pace of execution, sir. The National Automobile Scrappage Policy was launched by the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi early this year. This policy is a big and commendable step to achieve the national object of clean air and safe roads. The automobile industry is fully committed towards the program. Till now, we were adding vehicles to the market, and there was no good and clean system of removing unfit vehicles from the road. The government has laid down detailed rules how the scrapping and recycling should be carried out so that it does not affect the environment. Thanks to the encouragement from government and all stakeholders coming together, as MSTI, we have put up a scientific, clean, and environment-friendly vehicle scrapping and recycling unit. In our process, we have taken due care that EU waste, oil pollutant, gaseous pollutant, risky parts like airbag, etc., all these are recycled in a very safe and clean manner. Even while all practices are of global standard, all the equipment used in the plant is made in India in true Atma Nirbhar Bharat spirit. Minister Sir, in addition to scrappage policy, we need a fitness policy also. Let me explain. When we make cars in our factory, we design and manufacture them for highest level of safety and environment friendliness and robust testing methodology. However, when cars are on the road, they undergo all kinds of use and abuse and are exposed to all types of environment. It is important to keep checking regularly, for example, that the brake, the light, the horn, the emission, and exhaust system are all working properly. If we do not check regularly, it is putting in danger the life of the people both in the car and outside the car. As you have often mentioned, it is important to regularly check the roadworthiness and environment friendliness of these vehicles so that we are sure that the car is safe for use on the road. For this, it may not be recommended to wait for 15 years. Like in all other major automobile markets, we need a detailed policy that requires the vehicle to be inspected and certified to be the roadworthy every 3 or 4 years or scientific-based frequency. I hope that my suggestion for a fitness policy will meet your kind consideration. Ladies and gentlemen, as an industry leader, Maruti Suzuki partnered with experts in automobile scrapping and recycling, Toyotsu Group. Toyotsu Group has decades of global experience and follows best international practice and global quality standards. Our partnership with the Toyotsu Group will ensure an environmentally clean and scientific process of vehicle scrapping and recycling. This will be our contribution toward making the environment safe. Honorable Minister, let me assure you that this MSTI facility at Noida is just the beginning. We are fully allied to your vision to lead India toward safe, environment-friendly scrapping and recycling of end-of-life vehicles. Together with our partners, we are committed to set up similar modern ELV scrapping and recycling centers across India. We will continue to seek your guidance and support from your ministry in our future endeavors. Sir, thank you for joining and giving us your valuable time. Honorable Ambassador, you always encourage us to promote economic relations between India and Japan and use technology for the well-being of society. The diplomatic relationship between India and Japan will complete 70 years shortly. Projects like MSTI will help to cement the relationship between India and Japan. Ambassador, we thank you for gracing the occasion with your presence. And I would like also to convey my special thanks to the government of the Delhi and Noida and all officials who guided us and helped us in making this project successfully. I thank you, all ladies and gentlemen, for joining and giving us your valuable time. Namaskar.
Thank you, Ayukawa-san, for welcoming our guests and for encapsulating your thoughts on the scrappage in the overall automotive and environment ecosystem of India. Now may I request our guest of honor, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary, Embassy of Japan, His Excellency Mr. Satoshi Suzuki, to deliver his kind remarks. Thank you, sir.
Shri Nitin Gadkari, Honorable Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Mr. Kenichi Ayukawa, Managing Director, Maruti Suzuki India, Mr. Hiroshi Yanagisawa, Managing Director, Toyotsu India, Mr. Masaru Akaishi, Managing Director, Maruti Suzuki Toyotsu India, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, namaskar and good morning. It's my great pleasure to attend the opening ceremony of the vehicle dismantling and recycling plant established by Maruti Suzuki Toyotsu India. I'd like to offer my heartfelt congratulations to all of you on this auspicious occasion. First of all, let me express my sincere appreciation to Honorable Minister Gadkari for squeezing time out of your busy schedule and spending time with us today. I also would like to express my gratitude to all members of Maruti Suzuki Toyotsu India for organizing this event. Last month, Mr. Kishida was elected as the new Prime Minister of Japan and has formed his cabinet. Only 4 days after taking the helm, Prime Minister Kishida spoke with Prime Minister Modi over telephone to reaffirm our cooperation in various areas. This demonstrates that our new leaders, like his predecessors, continue to attach the utmost importance to our bilateral relationship with India. One of the biggest pillars of cooperation between our two countries has been the auto industry. Inauguration of this state-of-the-art facility would add to the growing tally of our continuing existing cooperation. This plant is the tangible fruit of strong political leadership of Honorable Minister Gadkari, who has persistently promoted the introduction of scrappage policy. Maruti Suzuki, the largest company in the industry, and Toyota Tsusho, which has a rich experience of scrapping end-of-life vehicles, have joined hands to answer this call. I sincerely hope that this plant, which the ministry has officially approved, will grow to become India's leading scrappage plant, making full use of Japanese technology and experience. As Honorable Minister has repeatedly stated, the promotion of scrappage has multi-policy implications, including reducing air pollution, improving vehicle safety, conserving energy consumption, creating demand for new vehicles, and promoting the recycling industry. I look forward to the smooth implementation of this scrappage policy, and we remain committed to contributing to the realization of environmentally friendly India. The importance of Venus industry, which refers to industries that turn solid industrial waste into reusable resources, is often overlooked. As COP26 has closed just 2 weeks back, the global momentum for decarbonization is now growing, unlike ever before. Prime Minister Modi stated that India will achieve net zero by 2070. The government has also ratified the Kigali Amendment recently to reduce hydrofluorocarbons. So we must realize that the proper scrapping of old vehicles would contribute to these goals. Developing a sustainable recycling industry is absolutely necessary to achieve a net zero economy while sustaining economic growth. India's demand for automobiles will undoubtedly grow in the future. The change will happen through a change in scale, as well as through a fundamental paradigm shift in technology, such as the shift to economic electric vehicles. Therefore, investment in technology is also needed in Venus industries to achieve a circular economy, moving away from the current mass production and mass disposal model, as Prime Minister Modi pointed out in his statement at the COP26. I believe the inauguration of this plant is a big step forward for India to achieve this. Next year, 2022, marks the 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between our two countries. The relationship between Japan and India is one of a kind. In the coming year, we can make further progress in all areas of cooperation under our special strategic and global partnership. Both countries will continue to work together to develop and implement projects and programs to fulfill our common commitment towards this special partnership. So I'd like to conclude my remarks by offering my best wishes for the great success of this enterprise. Thank you very much.
Thank you, His Excellency. I think first, thanks a lot for the message from Honorable Prime Minister of Japan. I also have to thank you for beautifully conceptualizing and bringing about a convergence between the global arena today, as far as COP26 is concerned, between the vision of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji and the thoughts of our own minister. I think, and the technology of Japan itself, the belief system of Japan. I think that's a very well articulated benefit of the scrappage industry and how it benefits all of us, multiple facets of the economy and ecology. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have been waiting for the Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji. May I now request the Honorable Minister to kindly guide us with his thoughts. Honorable Minister Shri Nitin Gadkari ji. Thank you, sir. May kindly proceed.
His Excellency Mr. Satoshi Suzuki, Ambassador of Japan, Mr. Kenichi Oyuka, MD and CEO of Maruti Suzuki, Mr. Hiroshi Yongsewa, MD Toyota Tusho India, Mr. Masaru Akeshi, MD MSTI, Mr. Rahul Bharti, ED Corporate Affairs, all respectable dignitaries, dear friends, and my friends from media. It is really a great pleasure for me that today I got opportunity to see the actual functioning of scrapping unit. Actually, Indian automobile sector is very important sector in India. This sector is giving maximum employment potential, and this sector is giving maximum revenue to the state and central government. Today, the all prestigious brands in the whole world, they are all present in India. And because of this scrapping policy, first of all, ecology and environment is very, very important, because the old vehicles creating a lot of pollution, and we are all facing the problem because of health problem, because of the air pollution. Particularly in Delhi, pollution is a big problem for all the society. And this is exactly one of the important solutions where we can reduce the pollution. But at the same time, for the economy also it is equally important. And I am confident that by this scrapping policy, our automobile industry will be more competitive in international market. Because of scrapping, we will get all the raw materials, the aluminum, copper, steel, plastic, rubber, everything with a lower cost, by which we can reduce the production cost, and we will be more competitive in international market. Presently, our turnover of our automobile sector is 7.5 lakh crores, out of which 3 lakh crore export is there. And as a transport minister, related with the automobile, my aim is to make Indian industry to the volume of 15 lakh crore within 5 years. And for that reason, we are encouraging ethanol, flex engines. Then we are encouraging electric, CNG, LNG, and green hydrogen fuel. And I am really happy that a lot of people in India are also doing excellent research. In particularly the battery chemistry, we have a lot of new invention and research for sodium ion, zinc ion, aluminum ion, by which 100% in due course of time will be more competitive. As far as green hydrogen is concerned, everywhere there is a good atmosphere, and government has already established the mission for that and supporting to industry for starting the manufacturing of green hydrogen in India. 100% the pollution and economy, both are important chapters for the country. But what my feeling is, our commitment of Honorable Prime Minister at COP26, that net zero emission by 2070 is very, very important. This is a very, very historical statement from Honorable Prime Minister. At the same time, in our ministry, we have taken a decision, and that was a historical decision, that historic jump from BS4 to BS6 emission norms. And really, I am very much happy, and I am giving my special thanks to the MD of Maruti Suzuki and all automobile sector for giving cooperation to make BS6 emission norms successfully. I am 100% confident that this scrappage policy is also going to be useful for making, as per the pollution problem which we are facing, I am confident that this is one of the solutions for that. Today, our economy is the fastest growing economy. We are giving a lot of benefit to particularly the automobile manufacturer, and at the same time, we are giving support to the consumers also for scrapping their vehicles which are old. The 15 years old vehicle that creating pollution, one vehicle equal to new modern vehicle, 15 vehicle pollution. So exactly I feel that this is very important for the country now, that for as ecology and environment is concerned, 100% this is very important for the country. One of the important things for the automobile sector is this scrapping policy is going to boost in automobile sales. We are expecting that there will be 10 to 12% more sale because of scrapping policy, and that is a win-win situation for all the stakeholders. This scrapping is going to create more jobs, at least 2 lakh jobs directly and indirectly we are expecting, and at the same time, the availability of low-cost raw material like steel, copper, aluminium, rubber, plastic, 100% it is going to reduce the production cost. The reduce import cost and so vehicle manufacturing cost also. Presently in Indian scenario, we are importing aluminium, copper, many things from abroad. And because of this scrapping policy now, this all material will be available. And at the same time, there is a potential to reduce the raw material cost by 33%. Generate incremental GST revenue on vehicle sales, approximately 30,000 rupees to 30,000 crore to 40,000 crore for the government. That is also benefit to the government also. The fresh investment worth over 10,000 crore in automated fitness centers and scrapping centers we are expecting. Now our idea is we should have at least 3 to 4 scrapping center in every district. Some of the districts which are already developed, there will be 4, and the economically backward districts, at least the 2 centers, they can create new employment to that area. I feel that this is a win-win situation for all the stakeholders. It isn't going to solve the global shortage of semiconductor chip shortage. Presently, the industry is facing the crucial problem because of shortage of semiconductor. And the semiconductor chip equally very, very important. Today, I feel that this scrappage policy and the scrappage manufacturing unit going to resolve lot of problems which the industry is facing. The important link in creating a circular economy that is waste to wealth for India is very important. I am always telling to the people that 2 important philosophy. One is waste to wealth. No one is waste. It is dependent upon the technology and the vision of the leadership that you can convert waste into wealth. And the other important philosophy is the knowledge as a power and conversion of knowledge into wealth. The innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skilled, and successful practices, we name it as a knowledge, and conversion of knowledge into wealth is the future. I am really happy that this scrapping policy and starting of this unit is 100% a very, very important and historical era in the history of automobile industry. Probably this is the second unit which is started, and I am confident in due course of time, within 2 years, 100%, 200, 300 units will be there. And there are good response from the people, from the stakeholders. Our Prime Minister is always insisting for Atmanirbhar Bharat. We need to increase more export and we need to reduce more imports. At the same time, ecology and environment point of view, presently our import of fossil fuel is 8 lakh crores. And after 5 years, it will go up to 25 lakh crores. So idea is where we are working constantly on diversification of agriculture towards energy and power sector. And where we need cooperation from the automobile industry, particularly for the flex engine, where because of flex engine, already it is established in USA, Brazil and Canada, where they are using 100% petrol or 100% ethanol. The bioethanol is a source from sugarcane juice and molasses, and now government is giving permission to make bioethanol from rice, corn and food grains. So it can be a great future for our agriculture and rural and tribal and backward area of the country. There is a great opportunity for that. So because of flex engine technology, now government has taken decision to open ethanol pumps just like petrol and diesel pump. So it is really a win-win situation for everybody. We have to protect ecology and environment. We have to reduce the air pollution. And at the same time, we have to strengthen our economy to make the mission of our Honorable Prime Minister to make India Atmanirbhar Bharat. Today, I am really happy that today it is a starting of new era in the history of automobile industry. I am giving my special thanks to Maruti Suzuki and Toyotsu both, because they have taken the initiative, and 100% this is the very important. I am also confident that in case of e-vehicle, in case of hydrogen vehicle, green hydrogen vehicle, in case of CNG, LNG, everywhere the response of automobile industry is very good. Government is with you. Again, I will request you, in this scrapping unit also, if you feel any problem, any change in the policy where it can be more easy for you to implement all the policy, whatever the suggestion you have, please give it to me. 100% positively we will support you. Government is 100% supporting you. We will encourage automobile scrapping units in the country, and 100% as far as the commitment from Honorable Prime Minister for ecology and environment regarding the air pollution problem, 100% this is equally important. At the same time, the economy, here it is also equally important. I am really happy that this is a good start, and today, first time I got opportunity to see the scrapping unit. Up till now only I was in policy making, but that was on the paper. The first time you give me the opportunity to see the unit, that is also a good opportunity for me to learn how the process is going on. I am really happy that one of the things is very, very important, that you are using 95% of the material, recycling the material. And the other important part which I am giving special thanks to you, that 90% of the machinery is from the Indian manufacturer. 100%. So 100% machinery is from the Indian manufacturer. That is really a great thing as far as our mission of Atmanirbhar Bharat. I am giving my thanks to all stakeholders, and particularly the management of Maruti Suzuki, for 100% they will get good success. I am wishing them good success for this project. It's a start, and I am confident after that they will open hundreds of units because the raw material which they will get 33% with the reduced cost, that can be a great strength for the manufacturing industry to get material easily available with the low cost. I am giving my all best wishes to all stakeholders. Once again, I am giving my special thanks to our Honorable Ambassador from Japan, Mr. Suzuki. At the same time, I am giving my all wishes to Honorable Prime Minister, new Prime Minister of Japan. And India has got opportunity in many sectors. Japan is our good friend. We have a lot of collaboration as far as the technology is concerned. And I will request you, Honorable Ambassador, regarding green hydrogen also, I feel that your cooperation and your technology is very, very important. We will cooperate you, we will make joint ventures, and we will encourage you for the technology. Our relationship is really a very, very good friendship, and it is really a win-win for both the countries. I am giving my special best wishes to Honorable Prime Minister of Japan, and giving my special wishes to all the stakeholders here who are present. And at the same time, I will request the media people to take this message with the details, because there is a lot of confusion in the mind of the people about the manufacturing, scrapping, what is the use. There are a lot of things are there. So you can take the information and give it your special program, make it education of the people by which they can understand the importance of this policy. My all best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Honorable Minister, we are encouraged, we are elated, we are inspired. So many thoughts, all so valuable. First, of course, we are very happy that you give so much importance to the auto sector because of the employment and the revenues and the exports that we create. And we are also very happy that you've given us a target of growth of doubling within the next 5 years, from 7.5 lakh crores to 15 lakh crores. We are also thankful to you for listing out all the options, all the technologies that go for decarbonization, for achieving net zero. As you rightly mentioned, electrification, ethanol, flex fuel, CNG, LNG, HCNG, and of course green hydrogen. And we assure you we'll keep coming back to you with all these technology and their details. So we are extremely thankful to you, and of course the message on ecology and environment and economy together. Now may I request our MD, Maruti Suzuki Kenichi Ayukawa-san, to felicitate the Honorable Minister with a shawl. May I now request Managing Director, Toyota Tusho India Private Limited, Mr. Hiroshi Yanagisawa, to felicitate His Excellency Satoshi Suzuki-san with a shawl. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I request the Managing Director of MSTI, Mr. Akaishi-san, to kindly deliver his concluding remarks and vote of thanks to all our guests.
आज हमारी कंपनी में आने के लिए धन्यवाद. First of all, we really appreciate that Ministry of Road Transport and Highways has started to implement National Automotive Scrappage Policy. We believe that this policy will make India to become top runner of automotive recycling. Toyotsu has started to do end-of-life vehicle recycling in environmentally friendly way in 1970s. And in these 50 years, we have expanded this environmentally friendly ELV dismantling and recycling in major countries. In India, we will combine our experience from Japan and made in India good quality equipment, and India mature capable labor. It means that we will do not just same as Japan. Japan has long time experience of end-of-life vehicle recycling, but limited manpower and limited land. On the other hand, ELV recycling is new for India, but India has rich, mature, capable manpower. Therefore, at MSTI, we will combine the advantage of both of the countries. We will set a best practice of end-of-life vehicle recycling in India through our experience in Japan and other countries. One more area we would like to mention is environment. If the ELV will be dismantled in non-scientific way, it will cause a pollution risk. We, MSTI, provide 100% environmental friendly ELV dismantling and recycling with respect of all of the government requirements. We are glad to contribute to Indian society through our activities. Thank you for joining for this inauguration today. I'm especially thankful to Honorable Minister Mr. Gadkari for his time be with us today. Thank you, His Excellency Ambassador Mr. Satoshi Suzuki, for your time. Thank you for senior members from Noida and Delhi government who has supported us in our journey. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Namaskar.
Thank you, Kaishi-san. Ladies and gentlemen, now we come to the close of the formal program. Two small announcements before we close. One, media friends, before leaving, may kindly collect your lunch packets. That was the safest way, anti-COVID, that we could think of welcoming our friends. So we have packed them each separately. And secondly, before Minister leaves, on your behalf, I requested him if he could spend some time answering some questions, a very small window of time, some of your questions that the Minister could answer from your questions he could answer. So we could start. Maybe kindly identify yourself and
Hello, sir. I'm Nikhil from India TV. Would like to ask just one small question. Like, we already have two very old scrappage markets in Delhi, and now we are starting very big stores like this to scrap and recycle the stuff. Are you going to help these guys also who are already doing this stuff but in bad manners?
Actually, टोटल इस यूनिट की कैपेसिटी 24,000 व्हीकल की है. इसमें इकोनॉमी भी है. दूसरी बात ऐसी है कि इसका 95% मटेरियल रिसाइकलिंग होता है, और इसलिए इसकी जो पॉलिसी बनाई है अप्रूव्ड सेंटर्स के लिए, उसमें ये भी चिंता की गई है कि एयर पोल्यूशन ना हो और मैक्सिमम उसका यूटिलाइजेशन हो. तो ये जो ऑथेंटिक स्क्रैपिंग सेंटर्स हैं वो स्थापन होने में विन विन सिचुएशन में सबका फ़ायदा है. अब इसकी इन्वेस्टमेंट ज़्यादा नहीं है, 45 करोड़ रुपीस कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट है. मेरा सुझाव है कि इसी धरती पर हमारे एमएसएमई में आ सकता है. तो मैं आज मुझे खुशी हुई कि यहाँ जो मशीनरी यूज़ की गई है वो 100% इंडियन है. इसके पहले जापान, जर्मनी और बेल्जियम में ही ये मशीनरी मिलती थी जिसकी कीमत ज़्यादा थी. तो ये इंडिया में ये मशीन भी अवेलेबल है और रॉ मटेरियल भी अवेलेबल है. दूसरी ओर हमने ये निर्णय किया है जब मैं शिपिंग मंत्री था कि कांडला और टुटीकोरिन, जेएनपीटी, बड़े बड़े पोर्ट्स जो थे अपने, उनकी हमने ड्राफ्ट बढ़ाया है, 18 मीटर तक लेके गए हैं. 18 मीटर पर ले जाने का कारण ये है कि हम लोग बाहर से, वर्ल्ड में से अभी हम लोग कॉपर इंपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, एल्यूमिनियम इंपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, हमारे स्टील में भी शॉर्टेज है, रेट बढ़े हुए हैं, और प्लास्टिक और रबर भी अनेक बार हमको बाहर से लाना पड़ता है. तो अब हम लोग वर्ल्ड में से जितना ये वेस्ट है वो अगर दबाकर अगर कंटेनर में लाकर अगर यहाँ आता है तो हमारे पोर्ट एरिया में इसके इंडस्ट्रियल क्लस्टर्स तैयार हो सकते हैं। एक तरफ स्क्रैपिंग होगा, दूसरी तरफ एल्यूमिनियम, कॉपर और इसको रिसाइकलिंग करके इसके पार्ट्स बनाने वाले, कंपोनेंट्स बनाने वाले होंगे, तो नेचुरली कॉस्टिंग कम होगी। तो वर्ल्ड में से ये मटेरियल 33% इन्होंने बताया, मेरे अंदाज से ये 50% रॉ मटेरियल कॉस्ट कम करेगा। और जब इसकी कैपिटल कॉस्ट इंडियन मशीनरी जब यूज़ होगी तो और कम होगी, रोजगार भी निर्माण होगा और इसका फ़ायदा भी होगा। जैसे अभी टायर है, तो हमारे देश में टायर, वेस्ट टायर को इंपोर्ट करने के लिए बंदी थी। फिर मैंने मिनिस्ट्री को लिखा, अब ये जो वेस्ट टायर में से जो रबर निकलता है वो रबराइज बिटुमिन, वो रोड के लिए यूज़ होता है, और उसमें जो वायर निकलती है स्टील की, उसका फाइबर तैयार करने का कारखाना बड़ौदा में हुआ है। आपको पता होगा कि ये मेट्रो बन रही है, हमारे ब्रिज बनते हैं, तो 2 पियर के बीच का डिस्टेंस हिंदुस्तान में 30 मीटर से ज़्यादा नहीं होता। पर अब मलेशिया से हमने एक टेक्नोलॉजी लाई है जो सिंगापुर में अप्रूव हुई है। मैंने यहाँ से इंजीनियरिंग टीम भेजी थी हमारे डीजी के साथ, और अब वो स्टील फाइबर जो है वो बीच वाले इसमें अगर डाल दिया तो ये 2 पियर के बीच में 3 पियर गायब कर देंगे। 120 मीटर तक हमको ज़रूरत नहीं है, 2 पियर में डिस्टेंस 120 मीटर होगा, तो हमारी ब्रिजेस की कॉस्ट 40% तक कम होगी। मेट्रो की कॉस्ट जो है वो 30-40% कम हो जाएंगी। तो मेरा सुझाव यही है कि ये पूरा विन विन सिचुएशन है और सब सेक्टर में इसका फ़ायदा है। और हर चीज़ का रिसाइकल, अभी इन्होंने मुझे बताया कि ऑयल भी जो निकलता है वो भी नीचे में प्लास्टिक पेपर डाल के वो भी वो यूज़ कर रहे हैं, वो भी बचा रहे हैं। तो इकोलॉजी एंड इन्वायरमेंट के लिए जो अनऑथराइज जिस प्रकार से बैठकर भंगार करके तोड़ते, वो उससे पूरा वैल्यू एडिशन भी नहीं होता, उनका भी नुकसान है। तो मैं उन लोगों को अपील करूंगा कि वो एमएसएमई में आए, नया यूनिट डाले और सिस्टमेटिक रोड से 2 पैसे ज़्यादा कमाए, लोगों को रोजगार दे, देश का इंपोर्ट भी कम करे और एक्सपोर्ट में हमारी कॉस्ट कम हो जाएगी। अगर ये 50% रॉ मटेरियल कॉस्ट कम होगी तो हम मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कॉस्ट कम होगी, तो इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में हम और कॉम्पिटिटिव बनेंगे। गवर्नमेंट को, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को जीएसटी के रूप में इनकम होगा। और 15 गाड़ियाँ नई जितना पोल्यूशन करती है, जैसे आज की 15 नई ट्रक जितना पोल्यूशन करती है, उतना 15 साल पुराना ट्रक एक पोल्यूशन करता है। और पोल्यूशन के कारण आप दिल्ली में आप ही लोग कितने परिणाम भुगत रहे हो। तो इसलिए ये विन विन सिचुएशन फॉर ऑल द स्टेक होल्डर्स है। तो इसको इनकरेज करने के लिए आप लोग भी लोगों तक ये बात पहुंचाइए, इसका फ़ायदा होगा। और आत्मनिर्भर भारत जो प्रधानमंत्री जी का सपना है कि इंपोर्ट को कम करना, एक्सपोर्ट को बढ़ाना, नए रोजगार को निर्माण करना और इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ को ले आना, तो ये 7.5 लाख करोड़ की इंडस्ट्री को हम 15 लाख करोड़ करेंगे। और आज भी हमारी 2 व्हीलर इंडस्ट्री 50% प्रोडक्शन एक्सपोर्ट कर रही है। पूरे अफ्रीकन मार्केट में हमारी सब ये भी मारुति, सुजुकी भी काफ़ी बड़े प्रमाण पर एक्सपोर्ट कर रही है। तो मेरा आपको यही कहना है कि हम इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में इस पॉलिसी के कारण और ये जैसे कॉस्ट कम होगी तो कॉम्पिटिटिवनेस बढ़ेगा और इंडिया ये नंबर 1 ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री के मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का हब बनेगा। ये हमारा सपना है, निश्चित रूप से पूरा होगा।
Gadkari ji, this is a policy, the scrapping policy has been very dear to you. You've been pushing it since 2014. But in terms of making it more attractive for a customer to scrap his old polluting vehicle, your ministry has already waived off registration charges in return for a scrapping certificate. For further discounting, you have advised state governments to give a rebate on road tax. What is your expectation, sir, from state governments in order to make it more attractive for a customer and also from OEMs in terms of discounting?
पहला OEM को मैंने रिक्वेस्ट किया है, मैंडेटरी नहीं है, क्योंकि ये स्क्रैपिंग पॉलिसी से 12%, 13%, 15% जो सेल बढ़ेगा, इसका बेनिफिट OEM को भी मिलने वाला है। तो मैंने उनको कहा कि जो पुरानी गाड़ी को स्क्रैप करेगा वो सर्टिफिकेट लेके आएगा तो मिनिमम 1 लाख से 1.5 लाख रुपए आप उसको बेनिफिट दो, क्योंकि इससे आपका भी सेल बढ़ रहा है। फिर स्टेट और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का जीएसटी नए गाड़ियों के कारण बढ़ रहा है, तो उन्होंने भी कुछ इंसेंटिव देना चाहिए। कुछ मेरे लेवल पर जो थे वो निर्णय मैंने किए हैं। अब फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री के साथ फिर से एक बार हम बैठने वाले हैं कि इसको और फैसिलिटी करेंगे तो देश का पोल्यूशन कम होगा। जो प्रधानमंत्री का टारगेट है 2070 का, वो पूरा करने के लिए हमको पोल्यूशन कम करने के लिए इसको और कुछ कंसेशन दे सकते हैं क्या? कुछ हमने प्लान किया है, वो आपको एकदम मैं बता नहीं पाऊंगा, पर मैं फिर से फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर को भी रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ कि स्टेट गवर्नमेंट और जीएसटी काउंसिल में बैठकर इसके बारे में और कुछ इंसेंटिव्स अगर मिल सकते हैं तो उनको रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, निर्णय उनके हाथ में है। हाँ, तो निश्चित रूप से हम कोशिश करेंगे।
I have a question for Ayukawa-san. On your right, sir.
Pankaj, please. Today we have an opportunity for a few minutes.
Since he represents the industry,
शॉर्ट में
I would request.
since he represents the industry, what is the view of the industry, Ayukawa-san, in terms of giving benefits to consumers who come with a scrappage certificate? Since you are CM president, on discounts.
सर, ये आप एक काम करिए, ये आपका जो पत्रकारिता का कौशल्य जो है ना,
हाँ जी,
देखिए, ही इज ए इंडिपेंडेंट मैन, उनका वो सीएम के अध्यक्ष है, ये प्रश्न उनको पूछकर इम्ब्रोसिंग मत करिए, बाद में बात करिए, वो बचेंगे।
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was about all given the time pressure. We'll seek more opportunities with the Honorable Minister. And may I now thank the Honorable Minister and Ambassador, His Excellency Mr. Suzuki, for gracing the occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly be seated while our chief guests depart. Thank you.